Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show that cuts through the noise and gets straight to the crucial insights you need to stay well informed. Today we're plunging into a topic that touches every single one of us every day, the future of food. And when we talk about the future of food, we're talking about immense growing pressure on global agriculture. Imagine this. By 2050, the world population is projected to swell to an astounding 9.7 to 10 billion people. To feed that many mouths, agricultural production needs to skyrocket by a mind-boggling 60% in just 25 years. And here's the kicker, even with that incredible boost, some estimates suggest that 300 million people could still face hunger. This isn't just a challenge, it's a looming crisis on an unprecedented scale. But there's a powerful force emerging, a transformative wave that promises to revolutionize how we grow food, moving beyond traditional methods into something truly groundbreaking. We're talking about artificial intelligence, a promise of an invisible, hyper-intelligent master gardener overseeing every seed, every drop of water, every patch of soil. Our mission today on this deep dive is to explore exactly how AI-powered agricultural systems are stepping up to address these monumental challenges across the entire farming life cycle. From the moment we prepare the soil to the final stages of harvest management, we'll uncover what this revolution means for our future, for your dinner table, and for the very health of our planet. We're going to dissect the latest market trends, marvel at cutting-edge applications, unpack the immense benefits, and frankly, confront the significant hurdles that still need to be overcome for this vision to become, a universal reality.
Right. And what truly stands out from our sources, which include detailed market trend analyses, comprehensive academic surveys, and in-depth industry reports from giants like IBM and insightful publications like iGrow News, is a picture of both incredible promise and complex realities. They reveal a world where AI is rapidly transitioning from an optional upgrade to an absolutely essential, foundational tool for any forward-thinking agricultural operation, aiming for not just efficiency, but long-term sustainability and resilience.
Okay, let's unpack this. Before we dive into the how AI is transforming agriculture, it's absolutely crucial to understand the why. What are these immense compounding pressures that are making AI not just a compelling option, but a fundamental necessity for our global food system? It's more than just a big number of people to feed, isn't it?
It absolutely is. The foundational issue, as you highlighted, is the sheer scale of the global population boom. Reports consistently underscore the UN projection of 9.7 to 10 billion people by 2050. This isn't just a statistic. It translates directly into that staggering 60% increase in food production required globally, a figure corroborated by various industry reports. And the stark reality that even with that monumental effort, hundreds of millions could still face hunger. Well, it really drives home the urgency. We're not just aiming for growth, we're aiming for survival and equitable access on a scale never before seen. Our traditional methods are simply running out of road.
And it's not just about more mouths, it's also about a more hostile environment to grow that food in. Climate change and environmental degradation are hitting agriculture hard, making those ambitious production goals even tougher. Take water scarcity, for instance. Can you believe agriculture consumes a staggering 70% of the world's accessible fresh water? And what's truly alarming, according to experts like Forbes, is that a whopping 60% of that is wasted due to inefficient irrigation practices. That's an incomprehensible amount of water simply evaporating or running off.
That figure is indeed sobering and, frankly, unsustainable. Beyond direct consumption, climate change introduces a layer of unpredictable risk that traditional farming methods simply aren't equipped to handle. Research from IBM, for example, indicates that more severe weather events, increased pest infestations, and rising global temperatures are projected to cause an 11% drop in row crop yields. This means that the successful crops farmers relied on for generations are becoming, undependable, creating a constant state of vulnerability where once there was certainty. Then there's the critical issue of soil health. Nearly 33% of the Earth's soil is already degraded.
A third.
Yeah, a third, severely impacting its ability to grow crops and leading to an estimated $400 billion in losses annually. This isn't just about bad harvests, it's about the very foundation of our food system eroding beneath our feet.
And as if that wasn't enough, we're also seeing a massive human element to this crisis. Labor shortages. Farming has always been incredibly hard physical work, a demanding lifestyle. But reports from various agricultural insights publications highlight severe labor shortages in traditional farming regions as a primary driver for the urgent need for AI and automation. It's a job many people simply don't want to do anymore, or there aren't enough people to do it, making it harder for farms to sustain themselves.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, these aren't isolated challenges, they form a perfect storm. The confluence of these pressures, rapidly expanding population, a deteriorating environment, and a shrinking workforce, creates an undeniable imperative for agriculture to rapidly evolve. Our sources suggest AI is stepping into this critical gap, offering solutions where traditional methods are faltering. Given these immense pressures, it's clear that traditional methods simply won't suffice. So let's talk about the game changer. What specific AI capabilities are actually stepping up to fill this critical gap?
So when we talk about AI fundamentally changing agriculture, what does that actually look like? It's not just one technology, is it? Because when we say AI, it's easy to think of a single futuristic robot, but it's really a powerful suite of interconnected technologies that, when combined, create something truly revolutionary. It's an entire toolkit, if you will, for our master gardener.
Precisely. Reports detail these core components. At the heart of it is machine learning, or ML. Think of it as the farm's constantly learning brain, sifting through, decades of weather data, soil reports, and crop performance to spot patterns a human eye could never discern. This brain allows systems to identify subtle patterns and make increasingly accurate forecasts and recommendations, essential for sophisticated tasks like yield prediction and early disease detection. It's about turning raw data into actionable intelligence.
So ML is the brain, constantly learning. Then you have computer vision, or CV, which is essentially giving computers eyes. It processes visual information from sources like drones, ground-based sensors, and cameras. Imagine a drone flying over a vast field taking high-resolution images. Computer vision can then analyze those images for everything from meticulously monitoring crop health and growth stages to identifying specific diseases the moment they appear.
Spotting them really early.
Exactly. Pinpointing pest infestations and even post-harvest, sorting produce by quality, size, and ripeness with astonishing accuracy. It's about bringing microscopic attention to massive areas.
And all of this relies heavily on sophisticated data analytics. This involves gathering, processing, and analyzing those massive data sets generated by sensors, drones, and other sources. By crunching these numbers, data analytics reveals crucial insights, trends, and patterns that enable truly informed decision-making across the entire farming process. This move from intuition and guesswork to data-driven insights is fundamental to modern, efficient agriculture. And then there's natural language processing, or NLP, which helps computers understand human language. Imagine a farmer in a remote village, perhaps with limited literacy, walking through their fields and simply speaking their observations.
Just talking to their phone.
Yeah, like loose spots on the corn or soil feels dry in the north plot directly into an app. NLP translates that spoken feedback into critical, actionable data for the AI, bridging significant digital and literacy divides, a breakthrough highlighted by reports from IBM and Morning Ag Clips.
Now, for these core AI components to actually function in a real-world farm setting, they need a foundation of what we call enabling technologies. And the king of these, I'd say, is the Internet of Things, or IoT, along with its myriad sensors. These are fundamental. They're the eyes and ears of the smart farm, constantly collecting real-time environmental and biological data. Things like soil moisture levels, nutrient content, localized weather conditions down to the square meter, precise plant health metrics, and even individual livestock behavior. Without this continuous live stream of data, the AI wouldn't have anything to learn from or act upon. It's the circulatory system of a smart farm.
Building on that, robotics are the physical manifestation of AI's actions. Often powered by these very AI systems, robotics are automating the repetitive, physically demanding, and often dangerous tasks that have traditionally been the backbone of farming. We're talking about things like precise planting, meticulous weeding that differentiates crops from invasives at a tiny scale, and even delicate harvesting of fragile produce. These robots can work longer hours, in harsher conditions, with enhanced precision and reduced errors compared to human labor, directly addressing those persistent labor shortage challenges you mentioned earlier.
And given that many farms are in remote locations with limited internet, another key enabler is edge computing. This is the trend towards processing data, right where it's collected, at the edge of the network, meaning directly in the field, on the tractor, or in the barn. This allows for immediate decisions to be made by the AI systems without needing to constantly send massive amounts of data to a distant cloud and wait for a response. It's crucial for real-time actions where connectivity might be spotty or non-existent, like adjusting a sprayer based on immediate plant health.
And finally, a less visible but equally important development is the heavy investment by agricultural technology companies in specialized AI chips. These aren't just generic computer chips. They are designed specifically for the unique computational demands of farming applications, allowing for more efficient, powerful, and robust AI processing directly within farm equipment. This specialized hardware enables the intelligent agriculture system to operate with greater speed and accuracy right there in the field. What truly makes these individual technologies revolutionary is how they converge. As some reports describe, it's about forming an intelligent agriculture system. It's not just about one impressive gadget or a single piece of software. It's about creating a data-driven ecosystem that can analyze, predict, and act autonomously. This integrated approach is critical to understanding the breadth of AI's impact and how it can truly transform traditional farming practices into something resembling our advanced master gardener.
So how does this master gardener actually operate in the fields? Let's dive into some specific, eye-opening examples of AI in action, bringing these technologies to life for the actual farmer.
Absolutely. One of the most impactful areas is precision farming and crop management, aiming to optimize every single inch of arable land. Take soil health monitoring and nutrient management. AI algorithms can meticulously analyze the chemical composition of soil samples, pinpointing exactly which nutrients are lacking or in excess. Alongside this, computer vision models continuously monitor soil conditions, providing crucial, accurate data necessary for combating crop diseases before they even take hold. For example, CropX's platform leverages real-time data from in-ground sensors to provide farmers with unparalleled insights into soil type, moisture index, and vegetation. This has led to reported reductions of 15% in fertilizer usage and incredibly up to a 70% yield increase for their users.
70%.
70%. That's not just an improvement. For many struggling farms, that's the difference between barely surviving and thriving. It fundamentally shifts the economics of their entire operation, moving beyond mere survival to genuine prosperity.
That's a huge impact right there. And it ties directly into smart irrigation and water management. AI algorithms, coupled with IoT sensors, are monitoring soil moisture and local weather conditions, autonomously deciding the precise amount of water needed for crops, right down to the specific plant. These systems can even detect leaks and excessive water usage patterns, preventing waste and promoting sustainable practices, as various reports confirm. IBM and Texas A&M AgriLife developed Liquid Prep, a tool using IoT sensors and a mobile app to provide small-scale farmers with real-time soil moisture data and future irrigation predictions. This democratizes access to advanced water management, making it accessible even to farmers who might not be technologically savvy.
Making it usable.
Exactly. Plus, companies like Rivalus AI and Phytech offer AI advisors for tailored irrigation guidance, further supporting sustainable water use. We're seeing tangible results, with some AI algorithms saving up to 27.6% of water during tomato seasons compared to conventional practices. Think about the water savings in an arid region, or simply the reduced drain on our precious freshwater resources globally.
It's truly transformative for resource conservation. Then we have crop monitoring, disease, and pest detection, where AI is acting as an all-seeing guardian, a tireless sentinel. AI-powered computer vision systems tirelessly scan images from drones and ground sensors to identify mold, rot, insects, or other threats to crop health incredibly early on, often before a human eye could spot them. This isn't just a convenience. It enables rapid, highly targeted interventions, significantly reducing the need for broad chemical applications and minimizing devastating crop losses. Some technologies can detect apple black rot with over 90% accuracy and identify various insects like flies and moths with similar precision. A fascinating example is TrapView, a system that uses pheromones and cameras to attract and identify over 60 pest species using AI, mapping their likely impact based on location and weather data.
Wow, that's specific.
It is. Their customers have reported a 5% increase in yield and quality and a staggering $118 million in cost savings. And other platforms like Alvy's HYJU use real-time sensor data for AI-powered pesticide optimization, guiding biocontrol decisions, moving us towards even less chemical reliance.
That level of detailed, early detection and targeted intervention is truly a game changer for yield and environmental impact. Moving beyond detection, AI is creating a new workforce with autonomous machinery and robotics. This is where we see robots taking over the physically demanding and repetitive tasks. For weeding and harvesting, computer vision combined with machine learning differentiates weeds from crops by analyzing leaf size, shape, and color. This allows for incredibly precise robotic weeding, zapping just the weeds and leaving the crops unharmed. Carbon Robotics Laser Weeder, for instance, uses deep learning and high-resolution cameras to identify weeds and then employs lasers to eliminate up to 5,000 weeds per minute with 99% accuracy.
5,000 weeds a minute?
Right. Reportedly cutting weed control costs by up to 80%. Lasers for weeding. You know, my grandfather would probably fall off his tractor if he heard that. It's a testament to how far we've come, isn't it? From a hoe in the hand to precision lasers. And smart bots can now carry out harvesting, working longer hours with enhanced precision and reduced susceptibility to errors compared to human labor, especially for delicate crops.
The efficiency gains here are immense, and it's a direct answer to labor shortages. And it's not just small bots. We're seeing autonomous tractors and drones becoming increasingly commonplace. Driverless tractors, IoT-powered agricultural drones, and smart spraying systems are no longer futuristic concepts, but active components of modern farming. John Deere, for example, is actively expanding its AI capabilities through acquisitions of computer vision companies to offer end-to-end autonomous farming solutions, a clear signal of the industry's direction. Agricultural equipment manufacturers are increasingly integrating AI capabilities as standard features, meaning the future of farming machinery is inherently intelligent.
It's incredible to think of these machines working tirelessly day and night, precisely tailoring their actions. But AI's impact isn't limited to crops. It's also revolutionizing livestock management, enhancing animal health and well-being. AI-enabled sensors and cameras track individual animal behavior, feeding patterns, and mobility to detect early signs of illness or stress, often long before a human could.
Catching things early.
Yeah. Take cattle eye, for example. It uses drones, cameras, and computer vision to monitor cattle remotely, detecting atypical behavior, changes in gait, and even signs of birthing. This provides critical insights into diet and environmental impacts, helping improve animal well-being and milk production, and giving farmers peace of mind. These systems identify diseases and health concerns early, preventing rampant outbreaks and guiding feed supplementation for optimal nutrition.
This proactive approach profoundly improves animal welfare and productivity, benefiting both the animals and the farmer's bottom line. Then there's accelerated plant breeding and phenotyping, essentially kicking evolution into overdrive. IBM highlights how AI is drastically speeding up the traditional time-consuming plant breeding process. David Garina's Artemis project in Tanzania, for example, uses AI and computer vision for phenotyping, accurately counting flowers on hundreds of plants across thousands of plots. This is a task that is simply impossible for humans to do reliably due to fatigue and physical limitations. The advent of vision transformers and open-source models like YOLO drastically reduced the need for labeled data from thousands to just a few hundred examples, fast-tracking model development and making advanced tools more accessible.
So easier to get started.
Much easier. Looking ahead, future integration of speech-to-text and NLP will help overcome language barriers for farmers and collect critical feedback on variety performance, enriching the data further and ensuring local knowledge is captured.
That's truly a profound acceleration. Imagine breeding new, more resilient crops at an accelerated pace, tailor-made for specific climates. IBM also tells us about North Carolina-based Avelo, which uses explainable AI, or XAI, to precisely identify genes linked to complex crop traits, developing new crop varieties 5 times faster and 50 times cheaper. They even developed a broccoli variety that can be harvested in just 37 days for vertical farms, completely eliminating the need for pesticides because the growth cycle is so short, removing a massive environmental burden.
Wow, 37 days.
Yeah. This XAI is also helping to make sense of incredibly complex plant genomes, which operate differently than animal genomes and often have multiple copies, making them much trickier to study. It's a complete transformation of genetic engineering in agriculture, bringing solutions to market at unprecedented speed.
It's truly a leap forward for crop resilience and food quality. And beyond the immediate farm, AI is offering a crystal ball for the entire agricultural system through advanced forecasting and supply chain optimization. In terms of long-range weather prediction, Climate A, founded by Max Evans and Himanshu Gupta, provides ultra-localized weather predictions months in advance. Their patented biophysics-based AI models can forecast extreme weather risks cheaper and faster than even supercomputers used by traditional meteorological agencies, giving farmers a significant strategic advantage. Climate A ran simulations from Maharashtra, India, predicting a 30% decrease in tomato output due to heat and drought. This foresight prompted a seed company to accelerate drought-tolerant seed trials and deploy adaptation playbooks to 100,000 smallholder farmers, boosting productivity by up to 40%. This level of foresight is invaluable for proactive planning and climate adaptation.
That's incredible, giving farmers a heads up months in advance, allowing them to pivot and prepare. Then there's yield mapping and predictive analytics. Machine learning algorithms analyze large data sets, combined with 3D mapping and drone sensor data, to accurately predict future yields for specific crops down to a few square meters. This granular prediction helps farmers optimize sowing times, target resource allocation, and even plan their harvesting schedules and sales strategies, as Agricultural Insights reports explain. AI can also analyze market demand and forecast commodity prices, empowering farmers to make smarter sales decisions and secure better prices.
And this extends powerfully to supply chain efficiency. AI analyzes historical market trends, anticipates weather disruptions impacting transportation routes, and optimizes logistics to reduce waste, enhance market timing, and improve profitability for producers, distributors, and retailers. AI-powered computer vision can even sort harvested produce by shape, size, color, and detect defects or diseases with high speed and consistency, streamlining the grading process and minimizing spoilage. Finally, AI is even enhancing farm security. Combined with video surveillance systems, machine learning can quickly identify security breaches, distinguishing employees from unauthorized visitors. It can also detect animal threats to crops or equipment, adding a crucial layer of proactive protection against theft or damage. With such a diverse array of applications, what kind of tangible benefits are farmers and the broader food system actually seeing?
So what does this all mean for the bottom line? The impact of AI on agriculture is truly multifaceted, offering benefits that ripple from the farmer's field to the global economy and environment. Let's start with the sheer scale of market growth and investment boom. The agricultural AI market is not just growing, it's exploding. Projections indicate it's expected to reach USD 11.2 billion by 2031, growing at a robust compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 24.8% from 2024.
Almost 25% growth year over year.
Exactly. Other forecasts are even higher, predicting figures like $12.95 billion by 2033 and $16.92 billion by 2034, with annual CAGRs between 19% and 25%. This isn't just a trend, it's a massive, sustained economic shift driving innovation and competition.
And this growth isn't evenly distributed, but it's accelerating everywhere. North America currently holds the largest market share, approximately 35–40%, driven by its advanced technological infrastructure and early adoption of precision farming techniques. However, Asia-Pacific is the fastest-growing market, fueled by its large agricultural bases and proactive government initiatives to modernize farming. This dynamic ecosystem includes established giants like John Deere, IBM, Microsoft, and Google, who are integrating AI into their products, alongside specialized agritech companies such as Climate Corporation and Farmers Edge.
And startups too, right?
Oh yeah, and a host of innovative startups like Prospera Technologies, Blue River Technology, FarmWise, CropX, and Tyrannus, all of whom are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
We're seeing constant, rapid innovation. For example, in February 2024, John Deere expanded its AI capabilities by acquiring a leading computer vision company to enhance its autonomous solutions, signaling their commitment to end-to-end smart farming. And in January 2024, Microsoft launched an open-source AI platform specifically for small-scale farmers in developing regions, democratizing access to these powerful tools and ensuring they aren't left behind. We've also seen the rise of POW, Bio's AI-enabled fermentation facilities for sustainable protein, Grow Director's AI climate summary for greenhouses, and LNED's soil microbiome platform, showcasing the breadth of AI's application across the entire agricultural spectrum. These developments underscore how broadly AI is being applied and scaled.
Beyond the market numbers, the direct impact on farmers is profound through significant cost savings and increased efficiency. AI-driven precision agriculture dramatically reduces operational costs by optimizing expensive inputs like water, fertilizers, and pesticides. Studies indicate AI can cut operating costs by up to 31% per acre for major crops like corn, soybeans, and wheat, with broad global adoption potentially leading to over a 20% reduction in overall operational expenses.
20% globally? That's massive.
It is. Moreover, the automation of repetitive tasks, from irrigation to weeding and monitoring, saves immense amounts of time, human effort, and money, directly addressing labor shortages and boosting overall efficiency. The enhanced decision-making provided by AI datasets eliminates guesswork, leading to improved harvests and more intelligent resource use, allowing farmers to run more profitable and predictable operations.
And it's not just about economics. It's a massive win for enhanced environmental sustainability. AI is proving to be a critical tool for resource optimization and environmental stewardship. It significantly lessens agriculture's environmental footprint by decreasing water, energy, and chemical use. Precision farming technology could, astonishingly, decrease pesticide reliance by up to 97%, actively supporting organic agribusiness and healthier ecosystems.
97% reduction.
Think about that.
a nearly complete elimination of harmful chemical sprays in some applications. It also promotes regenerative agriculture practices like cover cropping, reduced tillage, and precise nutrient and water management, all of which enhance soil health and biodiversity. And government initiatives promoting sustainable farming practices are actively accelerating global AI adoption, which is fantastic news for the planet's long-term health.
Exactly. This directly links to addressing global food security. By increasing crop yields, improving produce quality, and reducing water usage, AI directly contributes to addressing the very challenges of global food security we discussed at the top of the show. It enables farmers to adapt more effectively to changing climatic conditions, drastically reduces crop losses through early threat detection, and enhances decision-making through accurate market and yield forecasting, which means more reliable food supplies. These advancements contribute to building more resilient and inclusive food systems worldwide, which is the ultimate goal, ensuring more food reaches more people. What's fascinating here is the convergence of economic opportunity and environmental responsibility. AI isn't just about making more money or growing more food, it's about doing so in a way that's sustainable and resilient for the long term. But this promising future isn't without its own set of challenges. So, what hurdles do farmers face in adopting these transformative technologies?
You're right to point that out, because it's not all smooth sailing into this AI-powered future. There are significant challenges, real barriers that need to be addressed for this transformation to truly take root across the entire agricultural sector.
Indeed, and the first major hurdle is the high upfront investment costs. Comprehensive AI farming systems can cost anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000, depending on farm size and complexity.
That's a lot of money.
It really is. This substantial initial investment remains prohibitively high for many small and medium-sized farms, especially those already struggling financially. Many farmers are also uncertain about the actual return on investment, making them understandably hesitant to adopt these innovations, preferring to stick to methods they know work. While the cost of implementing AI may drop with technological advancements, robust financing options, targeted government grants, and innovative solutions like equipment sharing or pay-per-use models are absolutely crucial to make these technologies accessible to a broader base of farmers.
And even if a farmer can't afford it, there's the human factor: digital literacy and training gaps. A significant challenge is the limited digital literacy among traditional farming communities. Studies show that a large percentage, maybe 40–50%, of farmers in developing regions lack the technical skills to fully utilize advanced AI systems without substantial support.
That's a huge gap.
It is. Many farmers are simply more familiar with traditional methods and lack practical experience with advanced technologies. Adequate training isn't just a nice-to-have. It's essential for operating AI-powered equipment, interpreting complex data visualizations, and integrating new methodologies into existing practices. Agtech providers really need to improve how they explain the benefits in simple, tangible terms and offer ongoing, accessible support, perhaps even developing highly intuitive, multilingual interfaces.
This challenge is compounded by infrastructure limitations. Many agricultural regions, particularly in developing countries, lack the robust technological infrastructure, things like high-speed internet and reliable power needed for AI systems to function effectively. Even farms with some existing technology may find it difficult to integrate new AI solutions due to incompatibility or insufficient network capabilities. While connectivity infrastructure in rural areas is gradually improving, it remains a significant hurdle to widespread adoption, often creating a digital divide between well-connected and remote farms. Policymakers and telecommunication companies have a critical role to play here.
And what about the data itself? Data privacy, security, and ownership. Concerns are widespread and deeply felt by farmers. Effective AI depends on vast amounts of high-quality, reliable data, but concerns around how this data is collected, stored, and used are a major barrier. Farmers need strong assurances that their operational data will be safeguarded from unauthorized access or misuse.
Trust is key.
Absolutely. There's a very real risk of cyber attacks targeting autonomous farm technologies like sprayers or harvesters, or accessing and altering sensitive data, which could lead to devastating consequences like the over-application of chemicals, harming ecosystems, or even sabotage. The general lack of specific regulations relating to AI use across industries, including agriculture, only exacerbates these legal and ethical questions. It's not just about the technology, but the trust. Are there any emerging frameworks or solutions being discussed to tackle these data ownership and security dilemmas? Because without trust, adoption will stall.
Absolutely. We're seeing intense discussions around decentralized data platforms, like those leveraging blockchain, to give farmers more immutable control over their data's provenance and use. There are also calls for clearer regulatory guidelines from governments establishing national and international standards for agricultural data privacy and security. Furthermore, farmer data cooperatives are forming, where growers collectively own and license their anonymized data, giving them more collective bargaining power and control. It's a complex legal and ethical landscape, but the conversation is accelerating, and these solutions are crucial for building long-term confidence and ensuring farmers benefit from the data they generate.
Furthermore, we cannot ignore the inherent reluctance to embrace new technologies. Unfamiliarity often creates hesitancy. Many farmers simply prefer the traditional methods they understand and have relied on for generations. This resistance to innovation and reluctance to take a chance on new, unproven processes can hold back not only individual farm development, but also overall sector profitability. It's a deeply ingrained cultural factor that requires more than just technological solutions. It needs demonstration farms, peer-to-peer learning, and a clear, proven pathway to success that respects traditional knowledge while introducing new tools.
And as much as we celebrate its advancements, AI itself still has current technological limitations. Accurate models require diverse, high-quality data, which can be surprisingly scarce or inconsistent in agriculture due to varied climates, soil types, and farming practices. Robots with sensors can still face difficulties adapting seamlessly to the constantly changing and unpredictable environments found in farming, a sudden storm, a fallen branch, or an unexpected pest outbreak. Overcoming these limitations requires ongoing research and development, particularly in areas like robust, adaptable AI and advanced robotics that can operate effectively in dynamic outdoor conditions. It's also crucial that farmers remain involved in decision-making, rather than entirely handing control over to AI, especially during these early adoption stages, maintaining that human oversight and expertise. This raises an important question. How do we bridge these gaps? It's clear that while the technology itself is rapidly advancing, the human and infrastructural elements are crucial bottlenecks. We need more than just innovation. We need accessible implementation, robust training programs, and supportive ecosystems that address these very real, practical, and psychological barriers to ensure AI's transformative potential can be realized by all farmers, not just the most technologically advanced or well-funded.
Looking ahead, the future of AI in farming is not just bright, it's set to create an agricultural landscape almost unimaginable just a few decades ago. It's truly like envisioning a hyper-intelligent master gardener, overseeing vast networks of land with unparalleled precision and foresight.
That's an apt metaphor, and one that resonates deeply with our sources. We can expect sweeping advancements toward emerging innovations and hyper-precision farming, leading to ultra-targeted interventions across the agricultural landscape. A key development will be digital twins, virtual models of entire farms or specific fields that simulate scenarios, allowing farmers to evaluate outcomes and optimize strategies before physical implementation, significantly reducing risk and improving planning.
Testing things out digitally first.
Exactly. We'll also see blockchain technology enhancing traceability and trust across the entire supply chain, from the moment a seed is planted to when produce arrives on the grocery shelf, providing unprecedented transparency and accountability. Critically, AI is expected to accelerate sustainable practices, further embedding regenerative agriculture. It will leverage real-time sensor data, satellite imagery, and market analytics to optimize every aspect of field operations, driving down chemical inputs and continually improving soil health. And the trend towards edge computing and specialized AI chips will continue, enabling even more sophisticated real-time processing directly in the field, making AI actions faster and more reliable.
And as climate change continues to be a defining challenge, AI will be absolutely instrumental in climate-resilient agriculture. It will help farming adapt to these severe impacts, a necessity for our survival. Predictive modeling will become incredibly sophisticated, forecasting extreme weather events, assessing crop vulnerability with high accuracy, and recommending adaptive planting strategies months in advance. Combined with geospatial data and AI, it will guide intelligent land use and resource management decisions, enhancing resilience to floods, droughts, and shifting growing zones across the globe, allowing farmers to plant the right crop in the right place at the right time.
This adaptability will be vital. But it's important to stress that the consensus from our sources is clear. AI is a tool to support farmers, not replace them. We're talking about reshaping the role of humans in the field, not eliminating it. Full autonomy in agriculture, comparable to level 5 autonomy in vehicles, is still a long way off.
Still need the farmer's expertise,
Absolutely. Instead, the farmer's role is evolving from manual labor to that of a planner, overseer, and strategist for these smart agricultural systems. Skills in IT solutions, data interpretation, and agribusiness intelligence will become increasingly valuable, potentially more so than traditional physical labor. This evolution requires ongoing, active collaboration between agriculturalists, technology experts, government agencies, and universities to truly unlock AI's full potential.
So the farmer becomes less of a laborer and more of a highly skilled manager of an incredibly advanced intelligent system. It all culminates in this vision of AI as the master gardener, perpetually monitoring and fine-tuning every single growth stage, from the moment a seed is selected to the final harvest. It will adjust farming practices in real time to climatic shifts, ensuring optimal crop health and yield in an ever-changing world. A tireless, knowledgeable partner in the field.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the future isn't about AI taking over, but about a symbiotic relationship where human expertise and intuition are augmented by AI's analytical power and precision. The ultimate goal is not just more food, but a more resilient, sustainable, and intelligent food system for everyone, capable of navigating the complex and pressing challenges of our changing world, truly cultivating a brighter future.
We've taken a deep dive today at how artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming agriculture, offering powerful solutions to global food security, climate change, and labor shortages. From precision irrigation and pest detection to accelerated plant breeding and long-range weather forecasting, AI is making farming more efficient, sustainable, and productive. Yet we know that the path ahead is not without its challenges. High costs, digital literacy gaps, infrastructure limitations, and critical data privacy and ownership concerns will require ongoing innovation and collaboration from all stakeholders. This isn't just a distant technological shift. It's a revolution that will directly impact the food you eat, the sustainability of our planet, and the livelihoods of farmers worldwide. Your understanding of this dynamic field is more important than ever as it shapes our collective future. So consider this: as AI becomes an indispensable partner in agriculture, could the biggest challenge for us as a society not be the technology itself, but our collective capacity to adapt, learn, and collaborate to ensure its benefits are accessible and equitable for all, from the largest commercial farm to the smallest village garden, truly cultivating a future where no one goes hungry. We hope this deep dive has given you a shortcut to being well informed on this critical and exciting topic. Until next time.